Our final question that we'll talk about today is one that's come up quite recently with a lot of our manufacturing clients, and that is talent and the ability to attract talent to the industry that they're in. So I'm going to start today with Otto on this one and get a few thoughts from him about some of the things we've seen and heard.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, there's an interesting duality going on right now of like, it's not only the brand position and the company's position and what they mean as modern manufacturing, because manufacturing has modernized over the last few years, decades. It's also the talent's perception of it. And so both of those things need to work together to fill this talent problem, and it transcends levels within the organization. So what we've got to get better at is communicating the amazing opportunity that manufacturing represents today for all levels of the org. Because it's true, like, this isn't dirty old shops anymore. Like, this is pristine, in many regards, pristine halls of innovation, technology, efficiency, and opportunity. And so, you got folks leaving the best B schools now, and everyone wants to go work in the Bay Area at the, wonderful brands that used to be known as the Magnificent Seven. But the reality is you've got managers in manufacturing companies being as innovative, as tech-centric as you're getting in those tech companies. And then in terms of workers on the line, same thing. You're not just standing on a line making widgets all day. Like, these roles have even evolved to becoming almost like software engineers to troubleshoot when something's going on so you can get the line back up and running. So the paradigm has changed, and it's incumbent upon the industry to actually make that known, because it's not really known yet. But there's pockets of sort of awareness that are starting to bloom. Have you seen those pockets in the work that you've done?
Yeah, definitely. I think, we're in sort of a new generation of, manufacturing. It's not, my grandfather or something like that. It's a younger generation. It's, more diverse generation, more women in the, sector. And we have to, talk about what they want to hear rather than, what the stereotypes of the industry are. So they're looking for things that might be more about the purpose behind what they're doing. So what they're, they want something, they want to contribute to, the company that they work for in a big way, and see the results of what they're doing out in the world. But they also want to contribute to the world in a big way. So we talked about sustainability. Understanding that that's a key thing to reach this generation. And we just need to have a better understanding of what they want from the jobs. Things like flexibility. They're not looking for a 9 to 5. They're looking for something that's, a different way of doing things. And, if we bring that to them, we can, attract the right people.
Yeah, I think 100% on that one. I think every single marketer is trying to figure out how to reach younger people, whether it's as consumers or whether they're trying to recruit them. I think the added feature here is that the manufacturing industry itself is viewed as kind of old school, kind of stodgy, maybe not the most innovative. I get it. My dad worked for a steel mill for 35 years, and I think it has changed. It has changed a lot, but I don't know that message has gotten out. So I do think, again, that's where content marketing can come in, because you can tell those stories. You can really highlight this new workplace that's emerging and some of the really cool innovations that are happening. You could have, a woman talking about how she paved the career path for herself in the manufacturing industry. That might not have been the case maybe even like 10 years ago. You could have, somebody do a video about additive manufacturing that really shows how cutting edge some of these companies are, so that young people want to be a part of that. You don't have to work for one of those big Silicon Valley firms. You can make a difference. You can adopt really forward futuristic looking things in this industry. And I think that's the part that sometimes gets missing. And I think the other piece that I would add here is just this need to kind of humanize the brands, because sometimes they're a little cold, sometimes it feels a little sterile. So I think there's an opportunity here too to bring in those employees, have them talk and tell their stories about what it's like to work there and how cool it is. And I would just say to this goes across the board, don't be afraid to have a little fun, like showcase that dynamic feel that can happen.
Yes, and one of our clients, a large global trade association, initially challenged us many years ago to use content to elevate the profession, to make workers feel better about themselves, to make them know that their job is important. They also eventually shifted, once we accomplished that, to elevating the profession in the eyes of the C-suite, got even more specific there. And that disciplined project management has become, an essential part of any business today, and we feel good about the results we had and the work we did for them. So, with that, I'd like to thank all of you for being here today and giving us your insight and some of your knowledge that you've gathered from manufacturers. We're committed at MX to manufacturing and to B2B companies, and we will be continuing to have ongoing content on the website. So check that out when you have a chance. And join the conversation. If we can help you in any way, we're always glad to be there, and we love talking about manufacturing. So thank you again.